In the land of Canaan, Prophet Yusuf, Joseph, lived with his father, Prophet Yaqub, Jacob, and his 11 brothers. Yusuf was greatly loved by his father, which caused jealousy and resentment in the hearts of his brothers. One day, Yusuf shared a dream with his father and brothers. In the dream, 11 stars, the sun and the moon, were bowing to him. His father was amazed, but his brothers were filled with envy and distrust. Out of jealousy, Yusuf's brothers conspired to rid themselves of him. They decided to throw him into a well, hoping to separate him from their father forever. Yusuf thrown into the well. The brothers took Yusuf to a remote well and threw him inside. Yusuf called out for help, but his cries only echoed back to him, and no one came to his aid. The brothers returned to their father, showing him Yusuf's shirt stained with fake blood. They told him that a wolf had attacked and killed Yusuf. Prophet Yaqub was heartbroken, but placed his trust in Allah. Meanwhile, a passing caravan found Yusuf in the well. They rescued him and took him with them. Upon reaching Egypt, they sold him as a slave to an Egyptian nobleman. Yusuf was taken to Egypt and sold to an official named Al-Aziz. He began his new life as a servant in the household of this Egyptian noble. The seduction of Yusuf. Zulaika, the wife of Al-Aziz, was struck by Yusuf's beauty and purity. She became infatuated with him and tried to seduce him, but Yusuf remained steadfast in his faith and refused her advances. When Yusuf fled from Zulaika's attempt, she falsely accused him of misconduct. Her husband Al-Aziz believed her and had Yusuf thrown into prison. Yusuf in prison. In prison, Yusuf found comfort in his faith. He befriended fellow prisoners and began interpreting their dreams, offering them hope with his wisdom. The dream interpretation. 2 prisoners shared troubling dreams with Yusuf. He interpreted the dreams. One prisoner would be released and the other would be executed. His interpretations came true. Years later, the king of Egypt had a disturbing dream that no one could interpret. The prisoner who had been freed remembered Yusuf and told the king about him. Yusuf's interpretation for the king. Yusuf was brought before the king and interpreted the dream. He explained that Egypt would experience 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine. The king was impressed by Yusuf's wisdom and appointed him as a high-ranking official. Yusuf's new responsibility was to prepare Egypt for the coming famine by storing grain during the years of plenty. The brothers arrive in Egypt. During the years of famine, Yusuf's brothers traveled to Egypt to buy grain. They did not recognize him, but Yusuf immediately recognized them. Yusuf decided to test his brothers. He accused them of being spies and demanded that they bring their youngest brother Benjamin to Egypt to prove their honesty. Back home in Canaan, Prophet Yaqub was reluctant but agreed to send Benjamin to Egypt with his brothers, trusting that Allah would protect him. The reunion. When Benjamin arrived in Egypt, Yusuf's heart was moved, and he could no longer keep his identity a secret. He revealed himself to his brothers, leading to a heartfelt and emotional reunion. Yusuf forgave his brothers for their past wrongdoings. He invited his entire family to join him in Egypt, where they would be safe and reunited. Prophet Yaqub and his family settled in Egypt, living peacefully and prosperously under the care and wisdom of Prophet Yusuf. They enjoyed Allah's blessings and their hearts were filled with joy.